Listing your home on Zillow or the MLS is not a marketing strategy. Call me so we can discuss a plan that gets results.
Welcome to Community News. I'm Lori Nussbaum, and today my guests are Marie Abou and Scott Van, and we're here to talk about my favorite sport, pickleball, and what is trending, what is going on, because this sport is just growing so much. So I'd like to welcome Marie and Scott. Thank you for being here. And Marie, we'll start with you. So tell us about your journey, how you got started, and your love of pickleball.
Well, I always say it all ties back to pickleball somehow. Even with
Yeah.
Scott and Lori, two people that I met playing this amazing sport. So I went to a friend's house she calls it more like people that have helped her with her spiritual journey. And I'm there in the kitchen, literally. And I'm just serving myself something to drink, and people started talking about the sport. And I had been to the West Coast and I had seen a hotel that had some pickleball. I didn't know what it was. Next thing you know, it brought me to somebody's house, and right away just started igniting all of these memories of childhood, of competitive sports. I played tennis when I was young, competitive soccer, volleyball, softball, you name it. I've played it. So I knew that I was hooked. And so we started doing this Tuesday thing, and it was really, really fun. Next thing you know, I'm in tournaments, I'm in nonprofits, I'm in fundraisers, and the thing starts kind of taking over my life. And then I had a very bad injury in January of 24. I fell backwards, shattered my wrist, 2 surgeries. 8 months later, still can't fully close my hand.
And this was playing pickleball.
This was playing pickleball. I was being targeted. As you know, the woman always gets targeted. And I was with my son, and he was a little protective over me, and he saw that they were, targeting me. I said, "Don't worry, that's the way it is." But between the heat of competition, right? Your heart rate's going, the sun is out, it gets kind of intense. You know, never back up from the kitchen. You're supposed to shuffle backwards or have your partner run behind you. And I shuffled back, fell, and it was terrible. It's probably the worst injury I've ever had. And so during that time frame, as I'm still working my normal career, what I do, I decide, how do I still stay involved with the game? And that's when I started thinking about a pickleball brand, because I was looking at how many people wear, the Lululemon, the Athletica, the Adidas, and so forth. And I was like, well, what about a cool little icon that represents the sport that we love? That's how that started. And at the same time, I started seeing if I could play with my left. And I'm not ambidextrous. It was mind over matter. I couldn't use my right for so many months. And so I started practicing in the shower. Said, you know what? I think I could do this. So then I started teaching lessons with my left.
So this is your story of how you and you've given me lessons. So
Yes.
you're excellent.
Thank you. Not as good as this one next to me,
Oh.
Mr. Pro, Mr. Pro.
Yeah.
So that's my pickleball journey, is being tied to it at some form, somehow. It's given me such an impact in my life, just from the people you meet. Pickle is for pickleball. Peeps is all the cool peeps you meet along the way. And peep is also the sound that a bird makes, right? So I'm always talking about pickleball. So of course the name Pickle Peeps kind of, I wanted something casual, not very,
Right.
country club she, like tennis is. And so, yeah, I just can't see myself ever not wanting to play this for the rest of my life. So that's been my journey from the beginning, from when I was making a little cocktail in the kitchen, to playing in a friend's house, and then going in the circuit and meeting so many nice people along the way. If I'm ever in the Keys, I'm going to call Scott and say, hey, I'm down here. Our common friend Joni also has played with him.
Right.
So it's such an inclusive, beautiful, giving sport. I mean,
Well, it's like it's so social. There's more to it than just playing. Everyone on any level can play, whether you're a beginner or you're competitive or you're an amazing top player. We all can play, and we're all getting together and we're all meeting each other. And it has so many reasons for people to get out there and play, whether it's a psychological reason, whether you know.
Absolutely. I've met widows out
Yeah.
there. I've met people that are going through a lot of trauma, divorces,
Yeah.
and somehow this sport brings everybody together. Yesterday, I went to Tropical. My paddle's in the car. I said, I haven't been in a while. Run into Walter, who I haven't seen in a while, Cal's father.
Yes.
Great guy. We just, we just click. We start playing. We get on challenge court. We lost twice, but we kept getting back on. And it's like I haven't seen him in a year. And we had this time together for, an hour and a half, 2 hours, which was pure joy and competition and strategy. And I just don't know where else you can find that kind of, even at a pickup basketball game, it's not going to be as dynamic and effective. And, people that think we're just hitting a plastic ball, they have no idea.
Right.
The amount of strategy, the amount of thinking, not only what shot am I going to do, but what's coming back at me after that I do that shot. And,
Right.
You have to be 5 steps ahead.
Yeah, 100%.
And as we age, this is such a beautiful thing
Yeah.
to keep the mind active, the joints active, the body active, right?
Definitely.
So for me, it's been a life changer and a blessing.
That's great. That's great. And Scott, tell us
Yes.
your journey. I know we've spoken before.
Yes.
And we actually spoke when the games first started coming up, and we talked about this new sport that's coming along with Lily and what Lily's done.
Yeah, Lily's been great. I mean, now you have pickleball. Before we were using portable nets, strong line, and that's just the beginning of it. But now the game has morphed and changed. The evolution of pickleball has just grown to mainstream, and now we see pickleball courts all over the place now.
Everywhere.
South Beach, you got right here in Miami, Tropical. Now we're looking to get a new pickleball court in Palmetto, right? Am I correct?
Palmetto Bay, yeah.
Palmetto Bay. And I mean, you got Dinko, you have Diadems, the Fort, a real big 43 courts underneath. I played there a lot.
I haven't been there.
Yeah, I've been there, played many times, played tournaments and stuff there with the APP.
It's amazing.
It's fantastic. And it's I started playing 2015, 2016 around there before everybody know what it was. And I just found out, I'm like, this is the funnest sport that I ever played. And people were talking like how great the sport is and how much it's going to grow. Next year it's going to be 3 million, 5 million, 10 million, and they were correct. And that's when I took the opportunity. I'm like, let me do a little research on this pickleball. And like I said, I told you before, my friend got me involved in this. And then I did a little research and I fell into the rabbit hole. And then that's how Dink became it is today. I started at 2018 developing the product, and and I think I told you, Lori, how I became about of doing that. Just did a little research, and I was like, you know what, I think I can do this, and I put a little money into it and invest. And at that time, it was a little bit easier to invest and get into the game early. Now it's very difficult, and I want to talk to you about that a little later. About what the UPA and the USAP, the sanction, and how much it costs just to get a paddle approved. One paddle. This is one model approved,
Yeah, we used to be. I remember it was Rockney, and I think she's still doing paddles. She's definitely out there doing paddles, but now everyone is doing them. There's so many different paddles out there.
And that was my first paddle, was Dink. I took a lesson with Big John, and he was repping Dink at the time. And I started with Dink. I stayed with that paddle. I think I had 3. And it's a great brand,
Excellent.
Great paddle.
Thank you. And thanks for your support.
Of course.
Excellent. Okay, well, so we know your journey. So tell us Pickleball Peeps. Show us some of your swag and what Pickleball Peeps.
So Pickle Peeps, like I said, the pickle is for pickleball. Peeps is all the cool peeps that you meet along the way. And so initially I just wanted to put out some funny t-shirts, right? I use humor just in everyday life. And so I heard people say, I'd hit that, which has a double entendre. I heard people say, ball don't lie. And these are things like I'm listening along the way and I'm thinking, this is so funny. Obviously, you have the Nike, just do it, just dink it.
Yeah.
So at first I just wanted to put funny t-shirts on Amazon and Etsy and let them roll. That was the idea. But then I'm a marketer by trade. I'm a brand builder. That's what I do for a living. I do it for others. And so I said, well, I can't just do that. I have to come up with a cool icon, a nice brand. What does it stand for? And so that's when I kind of, started coming up with this look, which is you have the bird on the pickleball, and it's the Pickle Peeps. It's really simple. It's a very simple, very elegant but fun and easy name to remember. And the tagline's "Let's flock together," right? Because you meet all the
Very
cool
cute.
people.
I love
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
And so the vibe came from me being injured, and when I wasn't doing work for clients, which has to do with, chief marketing officer work and so forth, building their brand, doing experiential learning, special events. I shifted to how do I build this brand, right? And I know it's going to be a long journey to get there because it sounds a lot easier than it is. So we built this monster site that has drop shipping in the back. It has e-commerce, those things take time. Social media person
Right.
that's no longer with us. We've got to find somebody else. So, it's not as easy. Nothing in life is easy, right? Anything that takes a lot of grit, a lot of hard work, a lot of effort to launch it off the ground. So that was my way of staying connected to the sport that I love when I was in.
Well, and you're doing something that you love.
Exactly.
Which is what's amazing. Being involved in the sport that you love and you're playing. And the thing is, people get hurt. And the thing that I hear people that are not playing are like, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want something to happen to me. Too old for this or whatever. And so when you hear that, and a lot of people are saying that, they're like staying away from it, or the doctors are saying pickleball is my dream because so many people are coming to me. But the fact that you love it for more than just the fact that it's the sport, you love it for all the other reasons.
The sense of community.
Exactly.
The social aspect.
And you stayed with it.
I'm in a pickleball book club.
Oh my God.
I've never been in a book club in my life. And the girls from Pickleball at Lifetime started a book club. Marie, would you like to be a part of it? I'm like, sure. So, it's just...
you're our mascot.
It brings so many people together. And it's just...
Yes.
what I love the most about it is, for example, I have boys that are in college. Mom, when are we going to go play pickleball? I mean, I can only do 2-on-2 basketball in the front lawn for so long because they're bumping into me and their muscles are, this is so cool that you can play a sport when you're 18 or 80.
I know.
And you have all types of friends and you just respect everybody. And it's such a joy to play this. And I'm blessed that, look, I could have gotten this injured and just said, forget it.
Yeah.
But something told me, try to play with the left. I played with my left for almost 4 months.
But that's great.
And all I did was think of positioning, placement. Because if you try to do a smash with your opposite arm, you don't have the same strength.
Yeah.
Okay, like what I can put away with my right is not the same as the left. It was like a little whack-a-mole. So, yeah, that's how Pickle Peeps came about.
Amazing, just amazing. And Scott, okay, tell us about these paddles?
Okay, well,
that you have created.
Yes. So, last year we created. This year actually we created the Junior Pro Series. These are for toddlers, juniors under 10 years old.
You said toddlers.
Yeah, I'm not
really.
Well, if he had a toddler, he would be started playing.
So yeah, I know, right? I handed it. So yeah, we have this paddle right here. It's really colorful.
Can I see
it's really nice. It's lightweight for kids for 10 and under. And then we have here another paddle. It's called the Carbon Pro Grid 2.0. A lot of people like our original in 2022. And so I just came back with it with a 2.0 version. This is more of a beginner intermediate model. And these two, you can get it right now on Amazon. You can look into that and look it up.
So how much do these paddles go for?
Yes. So the Pro Grid goes about 110 with promotion code and stuff like that.
Right.
It's under 100. And then with the kids, it's like $65. And with the promotion goes around like 50, 55, something like that. Okay. And then with my latest edition, that's going to be coming sometime later this year. It's my two newest paddle with my engineering designed, different than any other out on the market. It's the Black Mamba right here. This is a more elongated paddle, okay, and it has a core inside. It's all foam, three different foam. You got the hyper foam, EVA foam, and the EPP foam. Okay.
Wow.
As you can see on the screen, I have three different foam, and the way I structure, it's like a tramp. It's called a trampet core, and that is my engineering right there. Is that when you hit the sweet spot, it will explode like a trampoline, like a little trampoline like this. When you hit the right spot, it just explode. So with pickleball, as we play and I play professionally, you don't use the power all the time. It's the touch, it's the feel. And then when you want that ball to be put away, you have that power. And that's what the Viper Pro and the Black Mamba will give you. This is my favorite one that I use. It's the hybrid shape. And it's a hybrid between the elongated and the more square. And this will give you, why I like this much is that a lot more than the elongated is when you're at the line, you're able to move your hand faster because it's shorter in length. And this will get, and with the cutout here, and it's the Viper, and it's more aerodynamic, a little bit nice. Here you can take a look. It's a
But
beautiful paddle.
if you have power, what about if you have a lot of power and you're strong?
Well, this will give you that touch. And with my taglines, power, precision, performance, and I stay with it true since 2018 when I started it. And that's what I want in my, it's not just all power and all poppy. You can't control it because when you're at the kitchen line, you want to be able to dink and control.
So it gives you much more control.
Yes, the performance there, you can hit precise shots. And also with the grit, it gives you a nice lob, top spin on your forehand and your backhand drive and power. And placing the ball is very important in pickleball, especially at the higher level. It's all about, yes, you were saying it earlier, it's placing, precision, setups. It's like a chess game, right?
As Marie will say, enough with the bangers. When you're really playing pickleball, you're slowing it down. You're slowing it down.
That's my aim. I have a joke with, there's a rap song that goes, bring them out, bring them out. I go, dink them out, dink them out. Because when these bangers come out, and this song, they start banging and, get very good at blocking and give the soft game. If you have the soft game, because almost everybody has the hard game, right? Especially tennis players from back in the day. One of my partners, I call her Sister Slam. I'm Baby Drop, and she's Sister Slam. And she, I went to get a Selkirk boomstick to try it from Brad Mixon. And I said, I felt like I was giving her an AK-47.
That is really powerful.
Because she is a banger. And I was like, here you go, Sandra. Let's see how this goes. And I'm thinking, oh no, she's going to destroy people. Well, we went to Naples. She banged her way through. And I dropped my way through. And we won a gold. That was fun. But yeah, when I first started playing and I was using the dink, I didn't even know about the millimeters and all that. I had no idea. People were asking me, how many millimeters? And the one I had was 19.
What does that mean?
No, the one that you had 16.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought I saw a 9 on there.
No. Okay. It's overall. If you measure from the outside but the inside core, it's a 16.
Got it.
But if you measure from the edge guard, it's a couple more millimeters. So then 3 millimeters more. So then if you measure from the outside, it's 19.
Gotcha.
But the inside core, if you look at it, it's actually 16.
And what does that mean? Like, explain this. It's 16, 19. What's the point of
it? Okay, well, the thicker the millimeter, the higher the millimeter, it's the softer the
more control
dwell time.
Okay.
More dwell time absorbs. And then the thinner or the less reduced millimeter of the paddle, like 14, you got the 16, and then you got the 18 also.
Right.
10, that's really thin. And that gives you more power. It's like hitting plywood almost. It's like there's no soft touch or feel to it. So you have to, as a manufacturer, I have to weigh in and see what is the best. So I figured 16 is right in the middle, in between everything.
Right.
It gives you the power, but also gives you that dwell time for control.
The control, which I think is the
Which
key to
is
the
the key.
game. Control the game.
What do
Change the
these
tempo.
paddles go for? How much are these paddles?
These are the higher end, more for advanced and pro level. They're $285. With promotions and everything, comes out like $250, which is fall right in with the competitiveness of Eula, Selkirk, Franklin. We're all within that same price range.
Right.
But with everything that you have here, you have the Carbon Touray 800. That's top of the line face with a nice grit. You can feel the grit.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Outside, it's great.
And then you inside you have the EVA foam,
Not just
EPP
that.
foam. It's a beautiful paddle. As you can see, I'm from Miami,
Shoot.
so we have the Miami color right there.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
stands out. Pop is beautiful.
Yeah.
And like I said, like here, and also I use with my new design with a Kevlar frame around the edge guard. Here you have just the edge guard right here, but inside of that is a Kevlar frame that wraps around here, so that way it strengthens up the neck. A lot of the time, the paddle people are putting weight, lead tape right here.
Yeah, I
It's
see
head
that.
heavy, so when they hit, and sometimes the neck is right here is the weakest point, so they snap.
Mhm.
So that happens before with other paddles, and I see that. So I was like, nobody has this, so I'm gonna frame this with Kevlar frame, lightweight, and then you
Right.
put the edge guard over top. That's reinforces it even more so. So that's how I designed it and everything else.
And
A lot of
you
work into the
manufacture
design.
this here.
Oh, it
in
took
South
me
Florida.
about
In-
2 years.
Do you manufacture here in South
No, we do not. We manufacture in China. That's
Okay.
my manufacturer that I've been working with for the past 5 years. Trust them. They've been great to me. But we engineer and design here.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
And are you in you sell on Amazon?
I
What-
sell now on Amazon and club throughout South Florida, and also club around the country and stuff
And your
too.
website.
And my website also. Yeah.
Toot,
Yeah.
toot.
Yep, and
Yeah.
Amazon's been good to us, so we're getting onto the Amazon market also too. So it's been fantastic. So these paddles is going to be very, let's say, it's going to be hot. It's going to be really nice. A lot of people are going to love it.
He's
when
coming
they
in
touch it.
hot.
Yeah.
It's coming in. I like that.
Yeah. And it's talking about the paddle. It
Yeah.
took me a long time to develop this, and now we're in the final phase of getting it approved and everything else like that. And I love to talk about the UPA and the USAP, how hard it is for us. The little guy, the smaller company, try to grow this sport and also brand our product, and they are making it very tough for us. I mean, just to get this 2 model, it's going to cost me $10,000.
Wow.
It's $5,000 per model. $5,000 just to get it. Like, here, can you test it and make sure it approved?
You might
Pass
get it
or
right.
fail.
Pass or fail.
Pass or fail.
And think of how many
5,000.
paddles you have to
Right.
sell.
That happened
5,000.
recently with wasn't one of the paddles were not approved?
The Yola black and white
Yes,
mod. I think it was
Yola.
called the mod or something.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
approved. So it's that you have to have it approved
Yeah.
before you can.
Yeah, so you have to stamp everything, and the USAP is costs like $5,000, and the UPA, which is a new sanction body from the PPA, they are making it very difficult for us. It's $3,000 to get it tested. However, in order for for amateurs or pro to play, you have to pay them a certain fee annually. So for amateur to be right to play and play in their tournament, it's $10,000
Wow.
extra,
Yeah.
additional to what you already have to pay to get it approved and get a seal stamp on them. So that's the one thing that I have a little gripe about. Is like,
Of
why
course.
are we trying to kill the entrepreneurial,
Of course.
trying to kill the
Right.
smaller guy, and the price of $10,000 or $100,000 is not going to hurt the billion and trillion
Right.
dollar company. They're millionaires.
Right.
That's a drop in a bucket for them. For us, that's a big deal.
Of course.
You know?
They should have
Yes.
different categories like the entrepreneurial small business
Yeah,
Yeah.
versus mid-tier
Yeah.
versus large brands.
they
It's-
know, and
Yeah.
and just like Pickle Peeps, right? Just imagine every shirt that you print out, it's going to be $300 before you can even put it
Right.
out.
Imagine how many shirts you have to sell before
Yeah.
that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just boggle my mind why they do that. I understand to eliminate the the smaller guys and just keeping the main core, and I just think that I don't feel like it's helping, the smaller guys out.
We should always support small businesses.
That's what we do. We
Yeah.
support small businesses.
Absolutely, you have to,
Yeah.
because they take too much market share, too much control. I mean, and nothing against them. They've done a good job.
Yeah.
Franklin's pivoted more. Franklin has a little bit of everything, volleyball. They've pivoted, but again, you look at the monetary investment that they have compared to a small business. It's not fair.
No.
So
Yeah.
We already have a big a big mountain to climb, not hill, a
Yeah.
mountain to climb.
Yeah.
Now they're making it a little rougher. Now they're just like, well, you want to climb, just put another couple 100 pounds on your backpack and try to
Yeah.
climb up that mountain. It just make it a little tougher. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
my analogy. And now that I got drafted with the MLP
I
championship
wanted to ask
series.
you. So we have
Yeah.
a couple minutes, and I want to hear about that.
Yeah, so I was very fortunate. David George know of me, and then I put myself into the draft for the MLP Championship Series this year. So people don't know what that is. It's Major League Pickleball, and also people don't know what the NPL is, National Pickleball League, which is for equivalent to the MLP for the juniors, but the NPL, the National Pickleball, is for the seniors, which is 50 plus.
Well, I wouldn't
So
know about
now-
that. 'Cause I'm
yeah.
only 32.
Well, you look 32. You look
Thank you.
great, by the way.
Dankeschön.
And so do you, Laura. You guys look fantastic.
Thank you.
Let's go, Lori.
Let's go.
So
Must be pickleball
so
keeping us young.
Yeah.
yes. So this year they finally merged together, which makes sense. So now they have a demographic of 12 all the way up to 39, 40, 50, and 60.
Wow.
Now, so they have the whole range of demographics now, and then, excuse me, and so basically it's a merger, and hopefully they will premiere us. So we call the MLP Championship Series 50 premiere. So hopefully it will televise the senior pros on Pickleball TV. So that's the merger
so
right
exciting.
there.
I
That's
love
so
pickleball TV.
exciting. Yeah.
It's so addicting.
I'm very excited. I got a chance to get drafted on the Kansas City
cool.
Stingers.
That's
And we're
cool.
starting. Yeah, we're
Yay.
starting this July, and next week I'm flying out to Kansas City to meet up with everybody on the team, practice,
Fun.
and we're gonna
That
do
is-
clinics. We're gonna do kids clinics there, help out the community, and also have a team practice and have a camaraderie with everybody, and then we'll go from there. And
Move
then
over FIFA.
Come over.
Kansas
Yeah,
City.
exactly.
Fans coming
I
to
know,
town.
for real.
Come to Miami, and if they have a league that I can play on, and it doesn't have to, I won't be like a pro league. It can be,
Amateur league.
Yeah, somebody can start that for sure.
that would be so much fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited. So July 23rd to the 26th, I'll be flying up to Chicago, and all these places. So we're going to be following almost with the MLP schedule.
Very
We're doing
That's
3 of
awesome.
their schedule this year, and then next year they're going to follow the entire schedule of the MLP. So we're going to go everywhere they're going. So it's all this team and all the pros are getting together. It's going to be so much fun.
amazing.
So we've got about a minute left. Tell us how people can reach you and get in touch with you.
Yes, they can go on dinksports.com, and you can look up under my profile, the bio, and my information's there. You can contact me through my email, info@dinksports.com. And yeah, you can email me, ask me any question. I can help you out. And I'm just looking forward to play in MLP. I'm going to be a rookie this year. So
So cool.
yeah, it's going to be a
Awesome.
lot of fun.
That's
So I'm
awesome.
excited. And Lori, thank you very much for having
No,
me here.
thank you
It's
for
been a
being
blast.
here.
Lori,
Thank you.
it's great seeing you
So
again.
good to
Hopefully you
see
come to
you.
the Keys and hit me up, and then
I
we'll
know.
play
I
again.
got to get down there, but this summer we'll be down there a little more.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Marie, tell us how we can reach you.
Well, through my
Any-
main company, International Image Advisors. So intlimage.com, Marie at intlimage.com. And it tells you a little bit about my fractional CMO business, tells you about, special events, experiential events, anything that has to do with branding and image management. That's really what I do day to day. Thank
Well,
you.
Thank you
Yeah.
both for being here.
One moment before
Okay.
we go, I want to hand you
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
Thank
for you
you.
right
Lovely.
there.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so
Perfect.
much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thanks for having me. Would
Let's
love to come
go.
back again. And you know what? The Viper and the Black Mamba will be coming out at the end of the year, and then I'll hit you up and I'll let you know.
Thank
That'll be
you.
great.
Thank
right.
you. And thank you for joining this amazing pickleball show. Let's go
Yeah.
out and play.
All right. Vamos.